So joining us now to talk about why gas prices are rising and what we could expect in the future, Dr. Leonard Lira. He is the chair of the Department of Public Policy and Service at San Antonio College. Great to have you here with us tonight. I want to get straight to that question that I think everybody's asking. I mean, gas prices are obviously climbing again, and a lot of people are wondering, is this temporary or are we stuck with high gas prices?
So I think it's important for your viewers to understand that it's directly related to the closure of the Hormuz channel in the Iran conflict. The global markets are what set the prices for oil and for gas. And as long as that conflict continues to endure, we're going to have higher prices.
Yeah, because we're talking about 20% of global oil flowing through the Strait of Hormuz. And where are these costs coming from? Is it because the military escort, happening for the tankers that are passing through this dangerous area now?
It's primarily coming from the lack of supply. So it's a common supply demand issue. If you reduce the amount of supply, the demand's going to go up and it's going to increase the prices. And so primarily we're seeing the increase because of the reduction in supply.
Let's talk about President Trump, because last week he was asked if there's any possibility of waiving the federal tax on the gas prices. Is this something that he can do? Does he need Congress's approval first? And he suggested also that states should be the ones looking at waiving the state taxes instead.
So I know that state legislatures and the federal government, particularly the Trump administration, have looked at different things they can do, like repealing or putting on hold the Jones Act, which allows certain reductions in certain taxes. But overall, that's going to be a very short term and very limited effect on the gas prices that you'll see at the pump.
So you're saying that even if they do waive those taxes, it's not going to make much of a difference?
It's not, because again, the gas price is tied to the oil prices as a global commodity. And as much as we want to try to control that at the local level, it's set by global conditions. And right now the global market is reacting to the immense risk of the lack of supply because of the conflict with Iran.
Okay, so this is obviously a situation out of our control here as citizens every day. What can I do to save some money? Is there anything that's available right now that could help us at the gas pump in the meanwhile?
I would recommend downloading the Gas Buddy app and trying to find the lowest price. Use more commuting. We have really great bus services here in San Antonio. I would think about doing that if that was possible, and try to drive less. And that's bottom line.
It's hard in Texas when you have to drive everywhere. What are we looking at over the next few weeks, you think? Really
depends on how the conflict turns out. If we get to peace negotiations pretty soon, we would be looking at high prices for maybe 6 to 3 months. If we, that's best case scenario, right? If we increase the conflict and put troops on the ground, we're looking at gas prices for the long term.
So you're saying that even if the conflict was to end now, we're still looking at several months after that before we see a drop in price?
Weeks to several months, yes.
That's best case scenario?
Best case scenario.
Wow, okay. Dr. Leonard Lira, thank you for joining us and shedding some light on this situation, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
Happy to do it.
Thank you.
Thank you.